I don't know what happened there, but clearly something is wrong with this stream. I don't know what happened there, guys. My apologies for that. I don't know what that was. That was incredibly bizarre. I don't think that ever happened before in that way. But wow, what was that? What an interruptance. That was so bizarre. Let's get some people on here. Guys, my apologies for that. I don't know what that was. That must somebody or something doesn't want me to talk tonight. Somebody does not want me to talk tonight. That is the strangest thing that has ever happened. Hey Miles, what's up? That is the strangest thing that I've ever seen happen, all right? I'm starting my live, getting ready to come see you guys at 8:30 or 8:31, and it logs me out. It totally logs me out of my account. Something doesn't want me, something or someone does not want me to come on here and expose these clout chasers. That's weird because you know what? That has never happened before. All right. Hey Keith, that has never happened before. I feel like people might feel my energy right now and they're trying to like intercept in a weird way or some cuz how does that happen at this time? You understand? How does that happen at this time? Hey Elijah, listen, I'm going to expose the clout chasers. All right. I'm not going to let technological malfunctions get in between the stream. All right. I'm back. And I'm going to be talking about the fact that you're probably around a lot of clout chasers right now. Okay. The clout chasers don't want to be exposed for who they are and what they do and how much they'll do for what, for little. And so I'm going to talk about the clout chasers. Somebody does not want me to be on here right now to talk about these clout chasers, guys. And my apologies about that glitch, that major malfunction. All right. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love the good vibes, guys. Thank you guys so much. I love the good vibes. So, I want to say something. When it comes to clout chasers, when it comes to social media and clout chasing and how prevalent it is these days, we have to also remember the advantage for these people that social media has as well. Think about in 2012, 2011, 2010, when social media was really in its infancy. It was really just starting to make a wave and to make a way. You understand? So back then, a lot of people weren't really doing too much for the gram or doing too much for social media. People were just posting their everyday lives, usual things, regular things, showing where they went, their food on their plate. All right. People were showing ordinary things and it hardly felt like a threat and it hardly felt like a competition. It felt ordinary, right? But fast forward to these days, and I'm telling you, there's been a major switch. There's been a big shift, and a lot of people are acting different. A lot of people are clout chasing now, and we're going to figure out why. What's with all the clout chasing? All right. Yeah, I don't know what that was, guys. That was a massive glitch that just attacked my device. I don't know why that happened. The fact that it happened like that was so weird because that's not happened before. Yeah, why not? Right, let's talk about the clout chasers, okay? Because the clout chasers are the ones who are going to try to look at you in a funny way and try to look at you and try to decipher who you are and what your purpose is on the planet. But they're doing the most, right? They're doing the most. They're doing a lot for a little. I always say that they do a lot for a little. They don't really care about the return. As long as they look good doing it, spend the most money doing it, that's what matters to them, right? So this is why we have a lot of clout chasers running around. All right. We have a lot of clout chasers running around. We have a lot of clout chasers. It's almost like people feel like they need to catch up or, they have to outrun the next man or the next woman. They feel like that if they don't get what other people have, they're going to somehow be behind. They're going to be in a lacking position. Even if they're in a really good position, a really solid and secure position, they don't feel like it's enough compared to their peers, compared to their other relatives, compared to the people they see on social media. A lot of people are just clout chasing against people that don't know them. You understand? It's people that don't know you, don't know them. There's no bond. There's no rapport, all right, with these people. A lot of people are clout chasing against people that don't know them, strangers. People are hurting themselves, putting themselves in danger, putting themselves in harm's way because what they see a next man doing or this group doing, these challenges and these extreme these extreme things that people do, all for attention, all for clout, and they're putting themselves at risk for the likes and for the views and for the money. But this is all you're going to be known as. That's all the depth that there is to you. There's nothing beyond you just doing this one stunt or doing this one challenge. People are only going to know you for that. And then when that dies down, who are you? You right? Who are you to other people? Who are you really? Who are you to the core? And so a lot of people clout chase and they don't get a lot in return because a lot of people are thinking, hey, I've seen this. A lot of people do this. Like, how are you any different? You understand? So I'm telling you. It went down tonight at work, eh? I bet people were aggravating you, weren't they? You deactivated all your socials, too much inflated and damaged egos. Yep. They fragile when you see them in person, aren't they, Elijah? Like they're really not the same people as they portray themselves to be online. That's how a lot of clout chasers are in general, though. A lot of clout chasers are not really living that life, that fast life. That Bugatti looks really beautiful until the photo op is over. And they got to return it back to the dealership, right? I mean, everything really looks good on camera until the lights come off, the curtains close, or whatever they call it, and people live their ordinary lives or their regular lives, right? So what you see is not always what you get. It's not always reality. A lot of people are showing a certain side or showing a certain image. They're trying to portray a certain picture and they want you to really buy into it. But a lot of people are not living these lives, A lot of people, they're not living these sort of lives, lies, because they kind of are lies, but they're not living these lives, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, thank you guys so much. Sorry for that massive malfunction earlier with my live. That never happened before. I don't know what happened there, but I went on my live, logged me out of my account. That has never happened before. So somebody clearly doesn't want me to talk about the clout chasers because, they're amongst us. You understand? They're amongst us. They roam and they move around us. And these people do a lot for a little, okay? You will aggravate clout chasers a lot. And the reason why you will aggravate clout chasers is because you don't move like that. And you really don't have to do too much like these people do. You'll take a photo or two, take some videos or two, but you're not really using that as your crutch in life. You're not really using that to keep yourself up or to keep yourself above the water. You're just doing that to have a good time, to document your good times, your treasured memories, okay? You're not doing it to gain a following. You're not doing it to appease the masses, okay? But a lot of people that you're around do it for this reason. They will clout chase and they will do the most so that they get a lot of people looking at them and admiring them and just gawking at them. And so where the line is drawn here between you and a lot of these clout chasers is that the attention is on you naturally, all right? The attention is on you naturally. It's something that's natural. It comes very easy. It's not something that you're asking for. It's something that is simply given to you. You understand? Your energy is very profound, a lot more profound than these clout chasers. Clout chasers are people who do a lot for a little, but you're doing a lot with no expectation of anything in return. A lot of times you just do it because it feels right, because it is right. But clout chasers do it because it looks right, because it looks good, because it pays well. You understand? That's why they do it. You understand? That's why they do it. Hey, Lisa, nice to see ya. Hey, Genuine. Hey, guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Clout chasers, unfortunately, are always going to be amongst us because not everybody is humble. Not everybody is giving or charitable like you probably are. Not a lot of people are willing to step outside of themselves to go and help and to go and heal and to go and, even temporarily not work on yourself just in order to help somebody else. That's the type of person that you are. And those are the type of stances that you tend to take. And so because of this, clout chasers and you, it's like oil and water. You understand? Clout chasers do a lot. They love the attention on themselves. They like when people look at them. They like when people um, pay attention, ask them a lot of questions. But when it comes to you, people are more intrigued. Like, you're more mysterious. With a clout chaser, like, they leave nothing to the imagination. With you, there's a lot left to be uncovered here. You don't show everything that there is to show. Like, you act how you act and you move how you move. But people, when they think they know you, then you show them another layer that they weren't really expecting. They weren't really, they didn't really see this in you. They didn't really think you could be like this or be this smart or be this knowing. So yeah, you shock a lot of people. When it comes to the clout chasers, they're not willing to go skin deep. You understand? Like, they're not willing to go skin deep. They just stay on the surface. Everything is superficial. Everything is for the cameras. Everything is for the looks and for the money. But with you, it's very deep, all right? And a lot of people, a lot of clout chasers, they don't really think deeply. You understand? They don't really think with virtue. They don't really think for the masses. They don't really think about the healing. They think about the likes and the pictures and what people will say about them. Will they look good? Will they, and so that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Mm-hmm. Defeating all those spiritual attacks. Yep. Yep. No integrity. Right. And of course, the clout chasers are people who tend to, um, it's almost like they're relentless. You know what I mean? Just like we are relentless in doing the best that we can, clout chasers are relentless in getting all that attention. And the thing about clout chasers too that gets very dangerous is that they'll do anything. Sometimes they'll do a lot for nothing. We've seen a lot of clout chasers in the media who do a lot and they do the worst sort of things, like the worst sort of things that a person can commit. And it's all for clout. There was no reward. There was no tangible reward, at least. It was just to say that they did it. It was just to say, oh yeah, I did that. And then it's like, and then what? You know what I mean? There's no end game to these people. They'll do the dirtiest just to say that they did it. And so I'm telling you, like, clout chasing is at an all-time high, an all-time high. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So listen, once again, guys, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. My live got hijacked or something like that. It was very bizarre how that happened. That has never happened before. So my apologies for that. I tend to be prompt, but sometimes these things, come about. And I'm here to expose the clout chasers. Clout chasers will intercept your elevator. They will try to come in and try to take your shine, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the shine. They're looking for the glitz and the glamour and the attention. And they do see that you get a lot of it. They do see that you're abundant in attention. A lot of people are looking your way and paying very close attention to what you're doing, what you're creating, what you're saying next, what you're going to do next. I mean, people might as well have the binoculars. People watch you that closely, all right? They're zooming in on your life and your state of affairs. So you best believe the clout chasers are also trying to squeeze into your elevator so they look good beside you. Some people just want to look good beside you. Some people want to say they know you, all right? These are the same people sometimes who discredited you. But at the end of the day, when they see you going to the top, they're trying to squeeze in that elevator. They want a little spot, okay? Clout chasers will use you. They will use you for fame, for money, for attention. And attention is free. So a lot of people, like I said, they'll do the dirtiest, they'll do the weirdest things just to stand beside you, just to be in your midst to say, oh, yeah, I was there. Yeah, I know him. I know her. I dated her. Yeah, that's my ex. That, yeah. Oh, she ain't nothing. He ain't. And this is what they want to do. It's like they want to make a name off of your name. All right. Clout chasers will go that deep. They want to make a name, off your buzz. All right. You could be creating a buzz wherever you're from right now. You may be creating waves where you're from. A lot of people may be focusing heavily on what you're doing right now, what you're creating, what you're manifesting. A lot of people are seeing that what you wanted, what you said you were going to get, you're getting it now. So clout chasers are coming out of the woodwork trying to get into your good graces. They want to know you now. They want to go up that elevator with you now. And a lot of these people look down on you, but now they want to be beside you. Now they want to be seen with you, right? How does that work? Like, how does that really work? The world is full of fake individuals. The world is full of fake. And a lot of clout chasers, they don't move in a way that seems fair. You understand? They move like it's all for them. It's for them to go up. It's for them to be to get more. It's not for the greater good like you are moving in life, okay? Opportunist, exactly. Opportunist, right. You are telling a real man story. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Clout chasers will talk your name into the ground one day. All right, one day they don't like you. They're describing you as though you are the scum of the earth, like you did the dirtiest, like you did the worst. But what do they do on Tuesday now? On Tuesday, they're saying that they know you. They're saying that they dated you, or that's their favorite cuz, you're their favorite cuz, right? But they cannot make up their minds about where they really see themselves or place themselves in your life. They don't know because it's shaky. They know they can't hang with you. A lot of these people know they cannot hang with you. They cannot be seen with you, or maybe you don't want to be seen with them and they know this. So like I said, they have to force their way into your elevator. They got to force their way to try to make things right, or they got to force their way to try to get back in your good graces, you know. All to say they know you now. A lot of people are, this is the thing though, this is the thing. A lot of people are not willing to work on themselves. You understand? They're not willing to find out who they are to the core. They know who you are and they see you basking in it. So they're really not wanting to have to do the heavy lifting on their own lives. They would much rather jump on your wagon, like, it's what you call a bandwagoner for real. Like, they jump on your wagon so that they don't have to work on themselves and they don't have to do the heavy lifting, and they take your shine and they look good doing it. And this is what their whole approach here is. You understand? That's their approach. Clout chasing is at an all-time high because nobody wants to work on themselves. Nobody wants to do the heavy lifting and say, hey, yeah, I'm the problem. Or, yeah, these things need to really be repaired here for me to elevate. Maybe these people, maybe my attitude, maybe this, maybe that. A lot of people are not willing to really do that because it's uncomfortable. It can be uncomfortable to sit down with yourself and accept this life is not really going well right now. You understand? A lot of us go through trials and tribulations, and we really sometimes it's difficult for us to really sit down and be like, wow, none of this is right. But you have to be willing to say, okay, I acknowledge everything is not right. So how do I get everything back on course? And this is what these clout chasers don't want to do. They don't want to look at their lives and be like, wow, like, maybe I really need to get my money up. But instead of doing that, I'm going to stand in front of my friend's Lamborghini and pose for a picture, hope it hits 1 million likes, and paint the picture that I'm living this life, but I really have to give it back to my friend at the end of the photo shoot. And then what? And then how does that make you feel at the end of the night? At the end of the night, that's not your whip, that's not your money, that's not your life. So at the end of the day, you have to know who you are. And if you really want that life, it's not to say you can't get that life. If you want that life, you got to work for that life. But the photo ops are not going to help you. This is just going to create a delusion, and we know delusions are not real. So if you're going to pretend that you're living that life, you're just starting problems for yourself mentally. Mentally, this is not mentally, that's not, maybe you want to live there, maybe mentally you see yourself there, but physically and realistically, this is not your life. All right. So clout chasers almost have a hard time separating reality from what is fictional. You understand? It's really like a novel. Like they really want to, they're starting to believe their fictional story. And it's unhealthy for the mind. You got to release this from the mind. This is not good for elevation, right? So clout chasers are not really elevating purely, truly. You understand? Maybe materialistically they think they're elevating, but really, right? There's things that are still left unrepaired, and not really being taken care of to the core. You know? Mm-hmm. I thank God for my peace. Oh yes, karma is real. Time heals everything. Be patient. That's right. 100%. Yeah. Right. So, you guys all have valid points. Thank you guys so much for really putting in your views on this topic here about clout chasing. We attract a lot of people who are unhealed, unfortunately. And it's not to say that everybody who portrays that sort of life is living a lie or has these issues. No, some people are really living that life for real. And then so they're showing a true representation of their state of affairs. What happens here, what the problem is here, is when people who or people in general, just in general, just media even, the people that are the people, like, come on, you've seen the media, you've seen the news, you've seen things that is like, wow, like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? And a lot of these perpetrators will say, I did it for the fame. I did it because I wanted the attention. I did it because for the money. I did it for the recognition. Even if it's the low down, dirtiest, grimiest things that you could think a human being would do, a lot of these people do. All right. They do it because they really want the clout. All right. They want the clout. They want the recognition. They want bragging rights. You know what I mean? They want bragging rights. So, unfortunately, you as the chosen one of God, you are going to attract a whole lot of clout chasers, okay? You're going to attract a whole lot of people who now want to know you because you're up. They want to know you now because you're making waves. They want to know you now because you're doing big things. But because in the beginning, they did, remember, they're clout chasers and they have this mindset. So when they saw you from the beginning, they didn't really see the value in you. They didn't really see your dream or what type of money you would really be making off this dream, this so-called dream as they perceived it. And so in their minds, they're thinking, well, you're not even worth investing in mentally. They didn't want to look your way or give you the time of day because they just didn't, they looked at you up and down like, I don't see the value. All right. But when you started getting those wheels turning, those gears turning, and you really started to make a big impact or make a big leap into whatever field, whatever business, whatever hobby, whatever thing you started to do, when you started doing that, a lot of these clout chasers decided that they were going to try to hop on your train before it leaves the station. All right. Or before you went to the next level and they couldn't get to you by that point. A lot of people can't get to you. They have to go through this person to that person to this person to try to get your digits. They have to try to get your number or get your information so they could try to contact you and see if you're willing to deal with them. But a lot of these people you're not really willing to deal with because you know how these people move. And a lot of times they move grimy. Okay. A lot of times these people move dirty. All right. They don't move clean. They don't play fair with you. They act like they're Oh man. When I tell you clout chasing is at an all-time high. All right. I'm happy you're in my elevator. Thank you so much. And continue to work on your own personal elevators so that we could all get to the top. We could all get to the penthouse. The penthouse has the best view. It's the best scene of it's the best look. You understand? We all want to get to the penthouse. So continue to work on your personal elevation. And understand that while you go through this odyssey, you're going to come across a lot of clout chasers. You're going to come across a lot of fake people who are not really on your side like that. They paint it like they're on your side. They act like they're on your team. But the next day, these people act like they do not know you. The clout chasers, they play a good game. All right. They play a good game. All right. And their behavior is embarrassing for real. Because it's almost like, okay, so what's the end game here? All right. Like you're pretending this life that you're crafting isn't coming to fruition because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're not really working towards getting that life. It's almost like they take a shortcut. You understand? Sometimes you are the shortcut. Sometimes you've given people a lot of shortcuts in life. You've gotten people into a certain job, maybe, or perhaps you put two people together in a romantic relationship. You were the love guru. You were the person that kind of brought people together. You made things happen. You put things together. You made good plans for people. All right. And then unfortunately, sometimes, your best efforts will backfire on you. A lot of times people will use you to get clout, because they don't want to do it themselves. They know you're quite mighty and it took a lot of work. They don't want to do all that work. They would rather bypass that or take a detour and just try to get on your good level, get on your good graces, get into your elevator so they could go to the top with you. And it's almost like a shortcut or an express ride where they don't really have to work on themselves. They don't really have to do the heavy lifting. All they got to do is kind of like just watch you and just follow your lead and say, hey, like, I know her, I know him. Right? That's my cuz, that's my bro, that's my best friend. A lot of these people are not your people, though. It's kind of eerie. These people going up in the elevator with you, it's like, are these people really your people? Are these people really your folk? Are they really down for you like that? Or are they just down for the ride or just down for the clout? You got to be mindful. You got to be mindful. Keep your goals and dreams to yourself. It's come to a point where we have to like put these clout chasers on timeout. It's a weird way to say it, but it's true. You have to literally like take something away from them. Take your information away. Take away the good graces or the things that you give them. A lot of people don't deserve what you have to give. A lot of people don't deserve it. They didn't do the work. They didn't do the heavy lifting. All they did was disrespect you and try to use you to go to the top. They continue to use people who they know are very brilliant, but at the same time, they don't want to respect your brilliance though. They don't respect the grind or your intelligent mind. They just want to extract who you are so they can be looking good as well. It's very bizarre. It's very weird what they'll do. There will. But the thing about it too, though, right? A lot of people don't know the pain that you've gone through, the pain, the adversity that you may have faced throughout life. A lot of people don't know nothing about it. They see you, right? Shining, smiling, going to the top. They see you getting everything that you want out of life. They see that your essence is pure, that your energy is attractive, addicting even, all right? And so unfortunately, like a lot of people are gonna be envious towards you. A lot of clout chasers are gonna be feeling like it's almost like the vibe of, if I cannot beat them, I'm going to join them. You understand? A lot of clout chasers are very competitive individuals. And the sad thing about all of this is that, like I said, a lot of people are competing against others that they don't know. All right? They don't know these people. You're competing for a life and competing against folks that you do not know. These people are strangers on the internet. These people are just random people that you follow. You've probably seen it. They're copying the lifestyle of an individual that they do not know. And perhaps they cannot even really afford this lifestyle, or they cannot really be in this lifestyle. I'm telling you, clout chasers will literally bum off their folk just to get a good pick, or bum off their folk to get a good, you like, get a good impression, leave a good impression on their followers or the people around them. All right, so it's unfortunate. We all should just be ourselves. Be yourself. There's nobody on the planet who has your cadence, who has your style, or who has your mannerisms, just how you move in life. Nobody has it. Nobody does it like you. So why would you want to try to chase the life of somebody else? But you know nothing about these people, though. You don't know nothing about how they really live. You don't know nothing about how they really move, or what type of people they really are to the core. So a lot of people are following people who are bad boned. You understand? Like, they're bad minded. Like, they're following people who don't do right, but they have the nice cars, or they have the beautiful women, or they have this, they have certain things in their lives that they're chasing. But these people may be bad minded, these people that they follow so heavily. Mm-hmm. Lots of pain since 2020, huh? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're so used to taking from everybody. Yeah, right. Exactly. That's the other unfortunate thing of being a clout chaser, is that you take so many little elements from everybody else, and then you lose yourself, and then you don't know who you are. And I think here, that's the long lasting damage of moving this way, of trying to live the life of somebody else that you don't really know what they're really dealing with. You don't know. We've seen a lot of people looking like they have the picture perfect lives. They look like they have it all together. They look like their lives are perfect. They have everything they could wish for, and they're the most unhappiest people on the planet. They feel like life is just hopeless. But to us, we're thinking, hey, like, they have a good life. They gotta be happy. They gotta be. A lot of these people are not happy. They're not happy to the core. All right. And I don't really want to trigger anybody on this live, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to get at. It's the mere fact of it that a lot of people have that real good life. That's the thing that's the thing about it. It's like these people can pose in front of any whip, any car, any house that they want to pose in front of, and take the pic and say, oh yeah, I just bought my new home or whatever, or living that big life. You know, those captions that they put. They can put that and that not be their life. But we don't really think about the fact that these people who are really living that life are not happy. They're not really happy. A lot of them, some of them are happy, but some of them are extremely, extremely low. They don't feel good about themselves. You understand? They don't feel happy about their state of affairs. But to us, we think they're living the best life. And so it can go both ways. Clout chasers are trying to portray a certain image or portray a certain view, like, oh, they're living the high life, they're better, they're greater, they're doing big things. But it doesn't really portray a proper representation of what's really going on in their lives. And then these rich, very, very rich people, very, very elite people, right? They're living these big lives, these high lives. We know they're rich. We know they got a lot of material abundance, but they're the saddest, though. They're the saddest people. They're the most depressed people. They're the people that feel like they're missing something. There's a missing link in their lives. And oftentimes the missing link is true happiness. All right. Money cannot buy happiness. You may have all the money in the world. We've seen it. A lot of people have a whole lot of money and they have a whole lot of sadness as well. They're harboring a lot of deep, dark feelings as well, a lot of trauma, a lot of issues, because when they blew up and they got all this material abundance, they didn't heal the heart. They didn't heal their soul. They didn't heal their mind. They didn't get rid of the trauma. They didn't get help for their issues. So when they blew up and when they got big, when they felt like they were on top of the world, like the highest pinnacle that they could possibly be on, they started to feel really low. All right. They start to feel like there's something missing here. So I'm telling you, it can happen. Love is happiness, love is life, love is God. Yep. Yep. Right. And always know, always remember that you do have an impact on a lot of people that you come across. I want to remind all of you here on this live that you do have a larger impact than you think. All right. The fact that so many people just want to be up next to you, and you're looking around thinking to yourself, like, I don't have it all. But the impact that you have and the impact that you put on a lot of people is undeniable. All right. It's truly undeniable. You have a large, profound, immense impact. And I have Wayfair giving me, I have Wayfair giving me a notification here, but you have a large impact on this planet. All right. And a lot of people feel your energy, and a lot of people know that you have healing qualities. Okay. A lot of people see, especially people who know you, like know you, your blood relatives, people who you grew up with. A lot of these people, they know exactly the sort of circumstances that you were born into or grew up in. And so now a lot of people see your glow up. They see that you're shining now, that you're more sure of yourself now. A lot of people are very flabbergasted, and don't get it twisted. A lot of people are very, very happy for you. A lot of people are just quiet about it. I don't know why people want to stay quiet. They don't really want to tell you that they're happy for you, that they're really feeling good about your progression. Nah, people want to stay quiet, right? They want to stay quiet. They want to keep it hush. Okay. And so you have to know and remind yourself, wow, I'm doing well right now. Wow, I'm doing good right now. Wow, it was kind of a slow month, but I'm still making waves. Or, oh, I didn't do as much as I wanted to this month, but I'm still here. I'm still smiling. I could implement this for the next month. Make sure that you're really feeding yourself positive affirmations. Do not expect it from these people. Don't expect it from them. Feed it to yourself. Really implement it, and just make it be a part of you. All right. I am no longer I am no longer a gullible fool. Genuine, you were never a fool, okay? I have been extremely gullible. I have been swindled, okay? I want to tell you that, genuine, from now. I have been swindled. I have been tricked, right? And I'm the type of person that really, I'm not a perfect person, but I consider myself to be somebody who really cares about others deeply. You understand? And so a lot of people, they see us as people that can be easily tricked. And sometimes, a lot of times they get us, right? A lot of times people do trick us. A lot of times people do like pull the wool over our eyes, will give into a situation quite a bit or cater to one individual quite a bit. And then we'll sit back and watch this stuff unfold. And we're thinking to ourselves, wait a minute, I didn't think none of this was going to transpire, or I didn't think me doing this would result in this issue, or I didn't think that me catering to this person would have brought about these problems, these set of problems. And then we think to ourselves, wow, we've been duped. We've been tricked. We've been, whatever they call it, bamboozled or something. Like, a lot of people do try to trick us on our journey to elevation. A lot of people have tried to trick us before we started our journey, or at least actively started our journey to elevation. Okay. A lot of people will trick you. They will trick you because they know that you're not a clout chaser. And they know you're not really doing it for the glitz and the glam and the cameras and the likes and the money. They know that you're doing it for the heart. They know you have the heart. They know your heart is in it. They know that you're doing it with love. And they cannot top that, because these people are clout chasers. They're not doing it for the heart. All right. They're not doing it for the love. They're doing it for the clout. And that's what sets you apart from a whole lot of people, a whole bunch of people. Okay. I love you guys too. Blessings to you. We Canadians are too nice. Oh, there's some rude Canadians. Trust me, there are some rude Canadians. But overall, I love this country. Yeah. People are always going to try to take advantage of the nice people, right? Hey, Sarika, nice to see you. I'm so happy all of you guys are here. It is such a vibe. And once again, to all of you, if you guys saw my previous live that was interrupted because of some massive, some massive interference, some technological interference, which has never happened before. Someone clearly did not want me to come on here and talk about clout chasers and, this trend being at an all-time high, you know? Right. And a lot of people are not going to like how you do things, okay? A lot of people, the clout chasers, they're going to have a problem with how you do things because they think it's an easy click, stand here, click, send, done. With you, you're a lot more thorough and you're not really doing it for those reasons. You really go deep and you go really, you go like, you lead with your heart a lot of times, okay? You lead with your heart. That's why these clout chasers are going to look at you like this and they're going to wonder like, what's your game? What are you doing? What are you aiming for? They think it's actually kind of funny. They think it's comical that you have heart. A lot of people are going to tease you because you care about the world at large. They're going to tell you that you're a dreamer, you're doing too much, you don't really know what you're saying, you don't really know what you're going for, you're ordinary. But these clout chasers will, like I said, try to intercept your elevator to come up with the ride, come up in the ride with you when they see that you're making waves here, okay? A lot of people, once again, because that's their nature, they are clout chasers. You understand? It's if it's in their nature, they're gonna do it, and you are not exempt. If they see like you're the next hot thing or you're the next big thing, you may be somebody in your community, like I said earlier, who's really making a buzz. Something that you're doing is making a buzz. Something that you're doing is making waves, or a lot of people are paying attention to you now. Don't be surprised when you're trying to close that elevator. You leveled up for that day or you leveled up for that week. You're gonna see some folks coming trying to say, oh, I'm going up too. I'm going up too. Is there any more space in this elevator? A lot of people are going to move like that with you. All right. Because they want they want what you have. All right. They see that you did the hard work. You didn't level up like that. Like from time. This is something that is new. This is something that is gradual for you, but it's so rewarding and it's so abundant. So I'm telling you, they're chasing something else now. They are parasites and leeches. We got sold, right? Don't get told on. Right. Yeah. I love you guys' points. You guys' comments are really awesome. Lessons learned, right? Let's level up. Thank you, Anthony. Yep, let's level up. And let's continue to level up, right? Together as a community on the mindset elevator. You guys are really adding a lot of value to this channel because a lot of you guys have dealt with a lot of situations that I've dealt with. I'm not a perfect person. I've not always had a perfect life. I've not had a horrible life, but I've had a lot of things happen that were extremely unsavory, okay? Very unsavory, very uncalled for, even to this day, even to these weeks or months. A lot of people playing games, a lot of people coming out of the woodwork, acting crazy, acting strange. All right. A lot of people are not acting right. A lot of people, the support is very low. The support and the appreciation is quite low. And you're wondering to yourself, wait a minute, this is not what I envisioned for my life. This is not what I thought was going to happen for me. What is going on here? I love these people. I took care of these people. I gave these people money. I gave these people time, my energy, the good vibes, the good talks. We have to understand that not everybody's like you. Not everybody's like you. Not everybody has the good heart that you've got. You may be giving and feed all the homeless people on the strip at the end of the night. And a lot of your people are not going to look at that as something that is admirable. All right. They're going to dissect your whole regimen here. They're going to dissect this initiative. They're going to be like, why are you doing that? Why do you care so much? Right. But then when they see you making the news, right? When they see you making the news, though, you get on the news or people are, the mayor wants to talk to you or an official, something about what you're doing here really gains traction. Now these clout chasers come out talking about, is your space in your elevator? Can I go up too? This is what they do. This is what they do. Mm-hmm. Idiocracy. I've been told that I should really watch that movie, Idiocracy. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I hope you guys haven't had to deal with too many clout chasers. All right. Um, if you let them, clout chasers will be your detriment. They will get at you, they will nag at you, you will feel used. And you'll feel bothered as well. Being around these people long enough, these people will disturb you because you know who you are and you know you would not, you don't care. You don't move like that. So you're wondering to yourself, why am I around these people? Or why is he hitting me up now when I'm going up? Or why is she hitting me up now? We haven't spoken in like 2, 3 years. Why is she trying to come up with my elevator now? Why is she trying to get on the tip I'm on now? She didn't care before. They didn't see the vision before. But now they see the vision and now they see the rewards. You understand? They're clout chasers. Like that's who they are. Mentally, they see you getting stuff. They see you getting blessings. You understand? So now they want to get blessings too. Like I said, you know how it is when it's a real elevator and you're trying to close the door and the person's scurrying to the elevator talking about, hold the elevator, hold it, hold it. They want to ride with you. You understand? They want to ride with you. Have you ever been in those situations? And just be honest. It's okay. You could tell me. If you ever been in those situations where you're going up in an elevator, it could be anywhere. It could be your own residence. It could be a relative's residence. It could be in an office building, a business space, anywhere. And have you ever had those situations where you're going in the elevator and you really, you're seeing this person trying to come up in the elevator. You don't really want this person up in there with you. But because you feel it, like something's weird about this person. And you're really trying to close the elevator. We've done it, all right? We don't have to hide. We could be honest here because I've done it many times. You're trying to close the elevator and this person is like scurrying, like some sort of like rodent. Oh my gosh. They're trying to come up in the elevator real quick. And it's almost like they're exasperated. By the time that they come in the elevator, it's like, oh, thanks. And they're just looking at you the whole while as you go up in this car here. All right. As you go up in this elevator, they're just watching you. Okay, maybe the rodent thing wasn't the best analogy, but they scurry though. They come very quickly. They kind of like inch their bodies right as the door is closing. It's almost like some what's that movie, X-Men? Or is it like the one with Jessica Alba? I don't remember. But yeah, so I'm telling you, like they kind of like force their way in a very abnormal, abrupt fashion just to say, oh, okay. And they could have waited for the next elevator. They could have waited. They could have just, they did too much. They wanted to be next to you because they do feel your energy. Just like you feel the energy like, I don't know. But they felt the energy like, I really want to just be I want to be up in this elevator with them. I don't know why, but I want to. It's just kind of funny. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Close the door real quick. 100. Yep. And it's not to be mean. It's weird. I think that we do sometimes really love our solitude here. We don't really want to be up in, we could be, it's so weird. And I could see why the light just went off here. I don't know why that happened. Hold on. Let me put the light back on here. Here we go. Sorry, guys. My ring light came off. Everything's glitching tonight. All right. Everything is glitching tonight. Yeah. But yeah, so I lost my train of thought. Yeah, they're trying me tonight. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. This thing here is malfunctioning. That's kind of weird. That is kind of weird. The energy is thick. Mm-hmm. Right? How is being polite hating? Yep. Thelron, what's real skills do I have? Welding, mechanics? I have neither. I cannot weld and I do not know much about mechanics. Mm-hmm. Yep. And being polite, a lot of people, I'm not sure if this is answering the question directly, but sometimes people will hate on the fact that you are polite, that you're really nice. And I'm looking for a backup for this light before this light comes out again. It might actually come out, but I'm going to try to ignore it for now. Um, mhm. Right. Yes, reality. Yes. Yeah, I know. I've been really using Instacart a lot. I don't know if you guys have access to Instacart where you are. You probably do, depending on your state. I use Instacart a lot. I'm not really trying to go out to the grocery store as much. All right. Unless it's for something very specific, like meat or like fish or like something that I don't want the shopper to like mess up. I'm telling you, because a lot of us are tiptoeing away from what is uncomfortable, okay? We feel the vibes, we feel the energy, and a lot of times the energy is off. In these places, you know what it is? We're seeing a lot more dreary people in these locations. Before, grocery shopping used to be pretty fun, pretty fine. Maybe not fun, but fine. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you so much. Your rule. How far is a grocery store from you, reality? Or like a town of sorts. Yeah. Thank you, true crime bartender. Your name sounds really cool. Yeah. Yeah. I know you can't go anywhere now without people telling you everything about them and you didn't ask. You didn't ask about where they're from but these people, I'm telling you, they read your energy, they scan your vibe, and they know you're the one. And they know they can trust you. It's overwhelming for them. It's almost like it washes over them. A lot of people feel this peace rush over them when they're around you. A lot of people feel so calm and so at home with you. You could be in a public place, mind you. These people feel very much at home when you are near them and they feel like you're a trusted confidant. People feel like they could really trust you and get into it with you. Thank you so much for the contribution. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, you will kindly listen, right? Right, right. You learn all about their life, about what their grandson did at their basketball game last week and how he scored like 20 points for the team. It's like they get very deep into the nitty-gritty because they feel at home and they feel peace coming from you. They know they could trust you. They're not doing that. They don't seem to do that with anybody else in the vicinity, but they feel your energy, they feel your vibe. A lot of people want to come close to you and tell you information, okay? They want to tell you they want to tell you about themselves because they feel like they could trust you. They feel like you have the key, or you'll have something good to say about it, or something insightful to say or add to the conversation, you know? Hey Natalie, how are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Right. 100%. That's good to hear. I'm happy to see ya. Yeah, there's some sort of glitch happening here. All right. And if you guys don't know, when I tried to do the live tonight, it logged me out of my account entirely, like entirely out of my whole YouTube account. It's never logged out, it's always logged in. But for some reason, as I'm putting in the live, I was able to join for a few minutes and it just glitched out. And I had to go through my emails and do all sort of stuff. So I found that to be very bizarre. And I just feel like the vibe is very heavy and I just need to let out what needs to be let out because for some reason like all these weird glitches and malfunctions are all happening very condensedly. You understand? It's very strange. Hmm. Right. But you know, Anthony, nobody can really stop the climb. Nobody could really stop. I think there's a Miley Cyrus song called The Climb. You know what I mean? Because it's all about, and I like Miley Cyrus, by the way. I think she has amazing vocals, but I feel like a lot of people are focused, and this actually could tie into the clout chasing. A lot of people are focused kind of on the end goal or the end pick or the end result, which is the money, which is the likes, which are the extra followers or whatever it might be. But they're not focused on the journey. They don't really care much about the journey because they kind of outed that portion, right? They didn't really care about the come up. There was no come up. There was almost like a detour that was taken here in order for them to kind of like appease or like to soothe that part of them that they felt needed to be filled. It's kind of hard to explain, but it really is about the climb. It really is about all the little things that you had to do, or all those baby steps, all those little things, all the little touches that you had to do to get to the top, you know? Thank you so much, man after God's heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. Yeah, right. And nobody can really stop the climb. Nobody can really stop the inevitable here, right? Nobody can stop the inevitable. Nobody can stop what was made for you, all right? Because you were put on your path, and clout chasers have nothing to do with it, all right? The clout chasers are going to try their hardest to try to get you off of your rocker, try to kick you off your throne, all right? Or if not that, they're going to try to come up in your elevator and say they know you. Is there space for them? Can you let them in? You understand? So, right, they want to take the easy way, right? They want to take the easy way. They don't really want to work on themselves because there may be a lot of trauma behind that. There may be a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of angst behind that. And a lot of people are just not willing to face that. They just want to, race you to the finish. And if they see that if you're beating them, they want to just join you. You understand? Even if they don't like you, even if they're jealous of you, they want to beat you to it, okay? There is no easy way, right? Because a lot of times we have to do the most work on ourselves and our mental. It all starts in the mind, you understand? And so, like I said, cloud chasers have this thing here where the more they do this, the more they become delusional. Because remember, this is not really their life. This is not really their life. This is not really how they live. This light keeps coming off. I need like an adapter or something. Give me a moment, guys. Give me a moment here. Hold on. I don't know why that keeps happening. I really don't know why. I don't know why that keeps happening. Very strange. All right, guys. Hey, Rolane, you're not late. I'm going to be on here for a little bit longer because you know what? I feel so bad about the fact that my live was interrupted. And there was a massive glitch where it kicked me out of my account and all this weird stuff that never happened prior. So I'm going to be here for a little bit longer talking about clout chasers and talking about people who do a lot for a little, talking about people who don't really do things for the love, they do it for the clout. All right. Yeah, glitch, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. So always remember, you are the standout. And the clout chasers know it. Okay, the clout chasers know it. The clout chasers are very confused. Okay, they're very confused, they're very perplexed. And I'm going to tell you why they're confused. The reason why they're confused is because they just don't understand how is it that they're kind of flossing on everybody. They're kind of doing a lot right now. They're looking real hot right now. They're looking real good right now. They have they're showing all their money, all their bands. They're showing all their vehicles. They're showing all the cribs that they've got. They're showing this life and they're portraying this image of having it all and being great and being better than a lot of their peers. However, when they get to know you, when they see you, and when they realize that you are not moving like that, you don't have to move this way. You don't have to do all these extra things. You don't have to do the most for a little bit of attention. Why is everybody looking at you? Why is everybody looking your way? Why is everybody interested in you? You're going to have people mad because other people are interested in you, very invested in you, okay? A lot of people are invested in you because you're real, okay? You are real. You are real, and people feel the energy and they know that you're doing it with love. You're not doing it for clout. All right. You will feel the energy when people are doing things for clout versus people are doing it for the love. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you're different. Exactly. Really? April, yeah, that's odd. Why can't they stay over there and be confused? That's an awesome question because they're drawn to you. It's almost like they want to come to you with their problems, bring their chaos to your doorstep, bring these issues to your home, bring these problems. They want you to not have everything put together. They don't want you to have everything figured out, or they don't want you to have everything in alignment for yourself. A lot of people just don't like the fact that you've got it all. They don't know really what you're dealing with, but they really believe you've got it all. You have it all. You're doing a lot, and you probably are doing a lot. But a lot of people minimize, first of all, people minimize your achievements, but they also minimize your pain or your troubles. They don't really believe that you've got troubles. You probably heard people say, oh, he always gets what he wants. She gets what she wants. She doesn't have to work for nothing. She doesn't have to work hard for what she's got. She got help with that. He got someone to give that to him. They didn't really do nothing special, right? So it's almost like they really see you as the star. Okay? Like the person who was kind of blessed. And you are blessed. You are heavily blessed. Okay? You are heavily blessed. You are very much, it's almost like this grand life that was crafted for you is kind of unfolding in the slowest sort of story, the slowest sort of way, the most gradual, in the best sort of timing. This story that is your life is so grand. A lot of people are just tuned in and they are awestruck. Think about the best movie that you've seen in the theaters or that you've seen at home, perhaps, because who's really going to the theaters anymore, right? So think about the most think about the most like grand movie you've ever watched at the movie theaters, and think about how it made you feel, right? Like, were you like gripping at your seat? Were you like mouth gaping? What were you doing? Were you interested? Did you have to watch it two, three times? Did you go to the theaters and watch it two, three times again? Because if those are the types of movies, like, listen, you got people really locked into your life story here. That's what I'm really trying to say. A lot of people are like locked in to your life's story. Your life is like the ultimate movie, and a lot of people are like watching your movie for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of weird. Like, if you think about a movie theater, you got to pay admission. A lot of people, like, they watch you like for free and hate on you for free. You live in their minds for free. And it's like, you're living your life. You're thinking you're doing the best you can. You're elevating. You're doing the most. There's some struggle. There's some gain. You're thinking that, you're just living your life. You're doing the best you can. But little do you know that there's like lurkers. There's like people in the background watching you, looking at your every move. Okay. Trust me, it's just, it can get a little crazy. To copy and then try to take credit. Yup. We've seen the people watching movies and then trying to like emulate the spirit of a character, you know what I mean? Like the cadence of the character that they watched. A lot of people like move like that, because they're very infatuated with the film. Just like people are very infatuated with your life, okay? They're very much like in tune. A lot of clout chasers watch your every move too. That's how clout chasers become clout chasers. They really do study, at least they think they're doing the best, studying the life of another person, how another person lives, so they can copy as well as they can. But once again, this is just damaging the mind. This is creating delusions. That's not really their life. That's not really your whip. That's not really your crib. And maybe you don't have anything to show off at the moment. Maybe that's what the story is. Maybe that's what your life story is right now at this present time. You don't really got much to show. You don't really got much to flaunt. And that's okay. But don't live a life that is not your life, because at the end of the day, it's going to bite you in, it's going to come back to bite you. You know what I mean? And that life is not your life. Live the life you want. And if you don't like the life you have, then you reinvent yourself. You do certain things to really give your life a facelift. You know what I mean? Give your life a facelift. Yeah. Peace is priceless. Yep. Yeah, we don't care about those things, Rolane. We don't care about those things. And the clout chasers know. And so that's why it's better to be seen with you. It's better to be seen, because a lot of people are going to feel like, wow, like, how did you get up next to Rolane? How did you get into her energy? How did you get to know her? How did you get to be around her? Because as far as we're concerned, like, Rolane only lets a certain group of people around her, or she only lets a certain type of crowd or certain type of energy to really be next to her. So how is it that you came close to her? And so a lot of people, I'm telling you, the clout chasers play a good game. They know exactly the impact that you have. They know exactly that you're going places. They know exactly that you're different from the rest. And the clout chasers know that they're going to get something even deeper than the likes. They're going to get something deeper than the money. They're going to get recognition, like a deep recognition, to be seen with you, to be in your midst. They're going to get a whole different type of experience. And so this is why you're very valuable to a lot of people, to a lot of employers. A lot of your exes miss you. They cry at night. A lot of people miss you, and a lot of people really wish they didn't mess things up with you, because they know that you're the one now. They didn't know then, but they know now. All right, they know now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Fame, that comes with a price. It really does come with a price when everybody knows everything about you. You know what I mean? When everybody knows your every move, where you went, where you flew to. Everybody knows where you are. Imagine that though. Like, do you really envy the life of a celebrity? Do you really envy that life? You know, they went to Turks and Caicos and everybody knows about it. It's all in the tabloids. Everybody knows where they're at. You know what I mean? Is that really something you'd want? But this is what comes with that. You know what I mean? This is what comes with that. And they got to do something to control that or to kind of get a hold on that, you know? Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. A lot of people miss you. A lot of people miss you. But don't let anybody diss you. Okay. Don't let anybody come and talk to you in any kind of way. Because I'm the type of person that would let anybody talk in any kind of way. I would let people disrespect me time and time again. I would let people talk to me in any kind of way. And these are the same people who tried to come in my elevator after the fact. When they saw that I was working on myself, when they saw that I was improving myself, when they saw I was doing the heavy lifting, and they said, "Do you have space on your elevator?" Of course, they didn't say those exact words, but their actions and their mannerisms painted that story. They painted that story. Yeah, let them miss you, but don't let them diss you. But they will, though, right, Brittany? But they will. They will still diss. They will still hate. They will still call names because they cannot control you. That's all people can do, right? Hit below the belt. They do that because they can't do nothing else. They cannot do anything else to you. So they want to hurt you at this point. You understand what I'm saying? They want to hurt you. A lot of people move dirty with you. You understand? So you got to know how to move clean in life. How to extract, take away the bad and implement the good. Because a lot of people will move dirty with you and they will have no remorse. It's only when they see you popping, they're going to try to crawl up, scurry up like that giant rodent. They're going to try to scurry up in your elevator to come be seen beside you. They want to be seen with you now because you're on something new, because you're doing big things, because you're on the news, because you're making waves now, right? So I'm telling you, the Judas, right? Traitors, right? Traitors, people who go against you, right? A lot of people will go against you just for clout. You understand? Like they'll go against you and do something against you just to get you, just to say like they did that. They did that to you. They hurt you. Yeah, they did that. They rattled you. They want to be able to say it. You understand? But they'll wallow in their misery later on. They'll realize that they made a massive mistake. All right? Mm-hmm. Right. Right. They were once in your face on a daily basis. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Brittany, I know what story you're talking about. The hen, right? The hen who wanted to bake bread, and none of the little other woodland creatures wanted to help it make bread. It's like, no, I don't really want to get the wheat. No, I don't really want to, grind it to flour. No, I don't really want to mix it and add the ingredients. But then everybody wanted to eat, right? When the bread was done baking, everybody wanted to eat. And the hen was like, nah, because I baked this bread. I did the heavy lifting. I did all the work. You guys don't get nothing. And that's really like a really good fable if you think about it. Right? If you think about it, like you guys were lazy, didn't want to help, didn't want to support, didn't want to put in the work. You guys were just kind of like nonchalant. Nah, I'm not going to do that. But then when you see the blessing, or when you see the reward, when you see what you got at the end of it all, now they're talking about, can I have a bite? It's so funny. It's so funny. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. But the funny thing is too, and the crazy thing is too, that you added a lot to other people's plates. You added a lot to other people's plates, especially these people who do a lot for a little. These people are no longer humble. You have added a lot to their plate. And instead of humbling them and saying, and them kind of taking that approach, like, I really appreciate this. I'm gonna make sure I can help you in the future, or I'm gonna make sure I don't have to like be in this predicament again because you taught me. These people turn around and act like they don't know you. They act like they're better than you. They got a better whip. They have a better car than you, more beautiful spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend than you. They try to floss, try to act all crazy on you. But at the end of the day, when, like I said, when the lights come off, like my light has come off a few times, when the light comes off, when the curtains close, that's not the life. That's not the life they're living. It's just not. They laid on the couch while I built the vision. The table has been prepared in their presence. Right. Yup. The people who did you dirty, best believe, these people are not going to be happy when they see that despite the words and despite the negativity they sent your way, you were still prosperous. You still made a way. In fact, God made a way for you to even be elevating at this rate. So people are really shocked because it's happening in an otherworldly fashion. All right. It's happening in a very fast-paced way. All the blessings, all the happiness. Maybe you used to be like a really sad person or a really pessimistic individual where you didn't really see the good that was happening in the background. Perhaps you didn't really see the signs that you were going in the right direction. You know what I mean? But now that you see it, and now that you're reveling in it, and you're really not taking advantage, like you're really doing the best you can with this newfound energy and these newfound opportunities, a lot of people are looking at you like, she's stush, he's doing too much, and they don't respect you. But like I said, when it comes down to the wire, they will want to come up in your elevator, okay? They will want to come up in your elevator. Mm-hmm. Out of the norm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, they're watching you close, mad, upset, because they didn't have a hand in it. You understand? They didn't have a hand. They thought they had a hand in destroying it. You understand? But they didn't realize that now that you have all these blessings, it would make them feel low like this. They feel bad they didn't come up with you. They got to force you don't really know these people anymore. You don't really entertain these people anymore because these people showed their true colors when you had nothing or when you had very little. All right. Be wary of all the clout chasers. Be wary of all the people who will try to come up next to you or come up in your elevator and try to use you, try to use your resources, try to use your, I don't know, it's almost try to like use your light. You understand? It's like standing under somebody else's umbrella. You understand? Or basking in someone else's light or shine, not letting you have your shine, not letting you have your light. It's like they want to dim your light. If they can't dim it, they want to be a part of it. And it's only because you're going to the top now, not before. Now that you're going to the top, they want to be around you, right? Mm-hmm. Breaking generational curses. Yep. Right. You're bringing in these new ideas. You're breaking free from the old. You're breaking free from the archaic views. All right. You're not really moving with these old times. You're up and coming. All right. You're doing a lot and you're bringing a lot of fresh ideas to the table. All right. So a lot of people are not really on board with that. A lot of people are shaken up by that because a lot of people just thought, hey, if they just did what everybody else did, if they copied everybody else's flex, they'd be safe. The problem with being safe is that you don't progress. All right. You don't progress because you're not really finding out who you really are. All right. You're not finding out who you really are when you're just following the herd. A lot of clout chasers follow the herd. I'm sorry to say. I mean, they copy what other people do. They're not really living their true, authentic lives. They're copying the life of somebody else, especially people they don't even know. You don't know these people, but you're copying these people and you want to live their life and have the Lamborghini and have the car. And but this is your friend's car and that's your friend's home and that's not really your life. And you go back to your own life and you don't like your life, so you get sad. But you can change your life, though. You don't have to stay in that predicament. You can change the outlook of your life. But a lot of these clout chasers don't want to. They want to be seen with somebody who looks good, who has a lot of money, has a lot of homes. All right. They want to be seen with you. They want to be seen with you now. They know you now. All right. And it's sad because at the end, it's actually sad for them, especially because it just goes to show how little they really know themselves. They were taking the identities, little remnants of other people's identities, and kind of crafting it to make it like their own, like a surrogate life. But it's not really their life, you know. It's really the life of another person or multiple different people. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Family will do that, Brittany. Family will do that because family knows you, or at least they think they do. At least they think they do, you know? But they don't really know how deep you can go because the thing about blood ties, right, is that they think that because of blood ties, somehow you should match them or somehow you should like do exactly what they do because there's a familial tie, there's a close tie. This could be a step parent as well. This could be an in-law. It doesn't really matter. The family dynamic, they really do feel like there's something sacred, that there's some sort of sacred grounds or sacred threshold that you cannot pass. If you pass the threshold, now you're threatening this dynamic. That's how they see it. But because you have fresh ideas, you're bustling with excitement, you have a lot of exuberance, and you know where you're going here, you're going to ruffle a lot of feathers of your relatives, okay? Not all the time, it's not everybody's story, but a lot of people have been unknowingly ruffling the feathers of their relatives, of the people closest to them, because the people closest to them are the ones that are think that you shouldn't really be going outside of what's normal. You understand? They think you're doing too much. They think that you're into too much. All right. But you're just showing that you have a better way. You're doing bigger things. You think these people would support you. Not all the time. Not all the time. Mm-hmm. Right. Yep. They do disqualify themselves a lot. But then when you're up and coming, hey, what's up? Remember me? You know, that's how it normally goes. Do you remember me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So clout chasers, yeah, there can be clout chasers in the family. Don't think for a second that there won't be. There will be clout chasers in the family if there's people in the family who feel like they got to do the most for a little, right? A lot of times they'll do a lot for your attention, especially a lot of people see you, like a lot of people see you very highly, extremely highly. A lot of people look at you very with a almost like with a royal sort of status, even though you probably don't have that exact kind of status. A lot of people look at you like some kind of, I don't know what the right word is here, but a lot of people look at you very highly, like you're somebody to be, what's the word? It's like people want to prove themselves to you. You understand? People want to prove themselves to you. They want you to look their way because for some reason when you look their way, they feel validated. You validate a lot of people's emotions, but you don't really know because you're just trying to, like, you're just looking their way. and they feel like, oh, she looked at me, oh, he looked at me, you know what I mean? But yeah, your own people will do it to you. Your own people will do it. Mm-hmm. And keep being you, April. Keep being you. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just give me a moment, guys. I'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And there was some sort of energy that did not want me to come up on here to talk about these cloud chasers, okay? Even my voice is kind of like something did not want me to come and talk about this particular topic, because this has never happened where I had a malfunction to this degree, where it logged out of my YouTube and my email and stuff like that. That was so bizarre. But I'm going to talk about it because it affects our elevation, right? You're going to come across a lot of people who just want to use you. They want to use you for clout, or your people are going to want to come up next to you for clout purposes. All right, for clout purposes, not because they really rock with you like that, not because they really love you like that, but because they just want to be seen with you because you look good and you got it all together. And that's a very strained kind of connection here if you think about it. And we appreciate you too, LJ. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, I'll be back. And hope you guys are doing awesome tonight, by the way. I hope you guys are doing great. Thank you guys for being here. So I am back. And guys, you know that some people will hurt you for clout. All right. They will hurt you for clout. They will plan this, right? They will plan this attack on you. A lot of times it's just verbal or like spiritual sort of mental attacks that they plan, that they put on you, so that they feel like they will destroy you mentally, because they know that your mind is vast. And so they know that if they destroy your mind and they go for your head, that they will destroy the creativity or whatever creative ventures would have come. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, they will try to get you in a problem. These clout chasers, a lot of times these clout chasers, it's almost like oil and water. It really truly is like oil and water. When you're up next to these people, when you're around these people, there's a stark difference in how you guys move. All right? Because the thing about it is that you don't move seeking clout. You don't move seeking recognition. You get it anyway. You get that attention, you get those eyes on you anyway. The thing that is usually uncalled for, all right, is that, okay, listen, see, my thing is, right? A lot of people, there are some people who came around me, right? I like to give personal stories because I feel like some of these stories may be relatable and they may be good, just instead of speaking generally. Um, there's people who came around me and you could tell like they're not really around me for the right reasons, or they're not really around me because they want to be or because they even like me. It's almost like they're forcing themselves to be around me so they can get something from me. And the feeling of being used is not a good feeling. The feeling of being used by your own people is even a worse feeling. The feeling of being swindled by your own folk is something that you do not want to experience. And if you have experienced it, I'm sorry that you went through that. It's not a good feeling when you got to cut off people that are close to you that are clout chasers, that will literally like just only use you or mess with you just because you're popping right now, just because you look better right now. Not to say that you never looked good, but perhaps you're taking better care of yourself. You're putting yourself on a higher pedestal right now, putting extra care into your health or into whatever you're doing. They all see it. They all know. All right. So they all want to be a part of the glow. That's really what it is. They want to be a part of your glow. But like the story of the hen who asked all her little woodland friends, can you help me can you help me grind the wheat? Can you help me pick the wheat? Can you help me make the dough? Can you help me put the dough in the oven? Nobody wanted to help you. Nobody saw the purpose. Nobody saw the vision. Nobody saw the reason why they should contribute. But when the bread was finished, when you got the blessing, when you got the nice stuff, when you got the blessings, when you got the rewards, now they say, can I have a bite? Can I have a piece? Can I have some? Can I have a bill? Can I have two? Can you help me? Can I bunk up with you? I know you got it like that. I know you got a bigger place now. I know you got a lot of money now. A lot of people will use you because you worked hard and they weren't willing to work on themselves. You worked hard for what you got right now. And these people want to jump on that train now. Now they know you. Now they like you. You got to be very mindful of clout chasers as you're moving to the top. They will invade. They're like, it's like Alien versus Predator, okay? They will invade you. They will just bombard you with a bunch of nonsense and just a bunch of, verbiage that they think you want to hear. Also, that they can get into your good graces to misuse you. It's actually despicable. If you think about it, it's quite despicable. Mm-hmm. And I do think the movie Matrix was way ahead of its time. All right. Props to Keanu Reeves for, for starring in that film and really making a very interesting film there with the Matrix. Maybe I'd like to ask you guys this question. What is your favorite movie of all time? What is your favorite film that you ever watched in your entire life? It could have been when you were younger, older, like right now. What is your favorite film that you've ever seen? Maybe it's the cinematics that was really good for you. Maybe it was the dialogue, the premise of the film. Coming to America. That's so funny. Yeah. Minority Report. Is that with Tom Cruise? The Minority Report? Goodfellas. Yup. Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo. Yup. Supernatural. You talking about the show there, Josh? Coming to America. Yeah. Matrix. Yep. And Friday. Yeah. Chris Tucker, right? Yeah. That's cool. Titanic. Yeah. Titanic was something else, wasn't it? Fact over fiction. The Fifth Element. It's a Wonderful Life. Mm-hmm. Lots of truth. You know what? It is reality. I think I watched Minority Report, but it's either that I didn't finish it or I didn't understand it when I watched it. I don't really recall which one it was. Purple Rain, E.T. And we're talking about varying decades here too. So that's really good. Training Day. I think that's with Denzel Washington, but I'm not sure. That's really cool. Limitless. You like a lot of musicals. Yeah, what's it called? What's that really famous musical? Gone with the Wind. Even Wizard of Oz was extremely like 1939 film. You know what I mean? I think that was the year that it came out. And it was just so amazing at the time. But there was so much stuff attached to like the production. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Back to the Future. Mm-hmm. Rich Africans. Uh-huh. 21 Jump Street. All right. Yeah. Those are awesome. Yeah. I watched a lot of these films. They're really good films. Yeah. Yeah. Musicals and all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. A lot. Yeah, exactly. Braveheart, The Island. There are a lot of subliminal messages that they will put in these films. You understand? a lot of subliminal messages, and a lot of them seem prophetic. You know what I mean? They seem prophetic even. And it's almost like what are they talking about here? What are they getting at here? What are they trying to suggest here, right? Your predictive programming, right? Gladiator. I think that's with Russell Crowe. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Valerie. Yeah. To be honest with you, I watch a lot of these films and I don't really know I don't really know like the plot's too heavy. You know what I mean? Like unless they really say, oh, like this film was based off a true story, like they really like hint to that. Mm-hmm. All the Bourne movies, yeah, Matt Damon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, IP man, yep. Yeah. So, and the thing about these films as well, the thing about these films, Grease, yeah. Yeah, I watched Grease many times. Many times. I really like the film. And rest in peace to Olivia Newton-John. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you guys don't mind those they have a lot of movies on Tubi. I don't know if you guys have Tubi, but they have a lot of movies like those kind of like 2000s, 1999, 1980 movies on Tubi. You guys should check it out because it's free. Yeah, Jigsaw. Jigsaw? You mean Saw? Uh-huh. That's cool. G.I. Joe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of these movies, they're very good. They're very cinematic. They're very interesting. They're very enthralling. But at the same time, they get people like acting in a certain way. Like they got people obsessed with the plot. They got people obsessed with the characters. And especially if the character is kind of like notorious for something evil or something bad or unsavory, we'll have a lot of people really portraying these characters in real life and acting like these characters in real life and saying, oh, I learned it from this movie. I learned it from, for example, Natural Born Killers. That movie is like it's so heavily, what's the word, brought up in a lot of situations. A lot of people like they watch these movies and then they take on the role of the character or the protagonist or the antagonist or whatever, and they start living out their lives with this sort of like almost once again some sort of like surrogacy thing here going on. They want to be like a surrogate character for this character. It's very interesting how that goes. Yeah. Lord of the Rings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Reality is kind of interesting that you say that because I somebody told me years ago that they felt like movie theaters were very evil and movie theaters were very low vibrational and movie theaters were just not the place that you should really travel to, that you should really venture to. A lot of people are just saying that movie theaters are dark places that you really shouldn't entertain. Same as nightclubs as well. Nightclubs as well was put in this category as well, like these dark places that you're kind of like in this like society type of thing, and you're just kind of like there's like low vibrational energies in these places. I don't know. I don't know. Right. Always make your own design. Always be yourself. Always be yourself. Mm-hmm. Superman. All right. Mm-hmm. Lowers your frequency, right? Lowers your vibe, right? Like how you vibe. Like when you come out of it, it's like you can hardly see and you're kind of stumbling around and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know about the movie. And then I feel you. I feel you. Mm-hmm. Right. I think the last movie I watched in theaters, I don't remember what the movie was. It's been a while. It's been a while because I just watched movies at home, you know? I think the last movie that I watched was, I want to say Suicide Squad, but I don't think that's what it was. I think there was another film that I watched after that, but I just don't remember what it was. Hmm. I have an idea. We should really do a movie called The Life of a Clout Chaser. That would be that'd be a good idea. Hmm. Hmm. So a lot of these movies, a lot of media, a lot of things in the media will get people feeling like they got to clout chase. They got to be that person. They got to get that house. They got to get that whip. They got to be like them. And that's where differentiating fact from fiction is vital, like the movie Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction with Jonathan Frakes. All right, if you guys know that show, Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction, it was one of my favorite shows that I believe was hosted first by Josh Brolin. Is his name Josh Brolin? I don't, or John Brolin. And then it was hosted by Jonathan Frakes. That was a really good show, Fact or Fiction. We got to be able to differentiate fact from fiction, because if not, you're going to be tricked, right? The whole premise of that show was if you could choose and guess what was really real and what was not genuine here, right? So, yeah, yeah. So you got to know fact from fiction. A lot of people who are clout chasing these days, they don't know fact from fiction. They thought maybe posting a pic of a Lambo, they're posted up in front of a Lambo, right? They're taking their pics, they're doing the most. They post it, they get a lot of likes, so they up the ante, and they post in front of a another luxury, like a Viper. All right, you know what I mean? And and they keep doing this and they keep doing this, and they're borrowing the cars from the lot. They're borrowing the cars from the dealership, but they believe, they start to believe the delusion that this is really their life, or this is really their whip. They have to keep up appearances, but they can't do it. They can't do it. The house of cards will come crashing down. Eventually, they will be exposed and they will be shown that this is not your life. This is not who you are. And once again, if you want to live that life, go and live that life, but work towards that real life, that genuine life. Don't just do it for the photo ops. Nobody's going to care. People are going to care and remember more when they realize that wasn't you. When they realize that was just a facade, people are going to remember that. They're not going to really care much about you because everybody's doing it. When everybody's doing it, you don't look original. But when everybody sees that, oh, that wasn't really your car, that wasn't really your house, when it's really uncovered that it wasn't really you, that's what people are going to remember. The downfall. The downfall. It was like your demise, your social demise. You know what I mean? People are going to remember that about you. The people who do this. Hmm. They will fake it till they make it, but the chosen ones of God don't got to do nothing like it. They don't got to do nothing like it. You know, in the pursuit of happiness, a lot of times it is. In the pursuit of belonging, right? In the pursuit of feeling like you're a part of something, right? I wanted to feel like I was a part of a group. That's why I would do a lot. I would do a lot. I would try to do a lot to fit in. And every single time I would get shut down. All right. Every single time I would be rejected. Yup, rejected. And rejection is very hard to deal with, especially when it's amongst your own peers. Your own peers are rejecting, your own folk, your own family is rejecting you. They treat you different. They look at you in a different way. So you're really starting to feel like there's no hope for you and you don't have a place on this planet because even your closest folks are rejecting you. But when you hone in, when you get a clue as to who you really are and the power that you possess, nobody is going to shake you ever again. Nobody's going to rattle you ever again. Nobody's going to get under your skin ever again. In fact, they're going to want to live in your skin after a little while. They're going to want to live in your skin. They're going to want to be you after a while. When they see, wow, like she's different. He's different now. Who is he? I don't know him. That's not the person. That's not the guy. That's not the bro, the cuz, the friend I used to know. That's not the coworker who used to be in the corner and they kind of used to be like a yes man, a yes woman. That's not the person I used to know. So you're going to look brand new to a lot of people, and people are going to clout chase and they're going to use you, and they're going to want to hop in your elevator and say they know you. Is there a spot? Is there a spot left for them so they could kind of squeeze in and kind of be seen with you? You know what I mean? They want to be seen with you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How can people who don't know you get jealous, Anthony? That's a fabulous question. It's because you get around. Word around town. All right. Word around town. You are the word around town, like rapper Lil Bibby said. All right. Word around town. And everybody knows about you because you get around. And that sort of term, like getting around, getting around seems like very negative. But no, in this situation, you get around in the best way. Everybody's talking about you. There's a bunch of fabrications, but there's a bunch of real stuff. There's all types of stuff mixed in these concoctions, in these stories about you. At the end of the day, you get around, Anthony. This is why a lot of people who don't know you are jealous of you, because you're getting around town. It's like people who don't know you are hearing about you. They're hearing about the big things you're doing. They're hearing about how big you're making it. They're hearing about how everybody doesn't like you, but you're still on a wave. And this is why, Anthony, this is why a lot of people who don't know you are very jealous of you. They're jealous before they even get to know you. And these are the problems. These are just one of many problems that we face on a daily basis. People don't want to get to know us for real because they heard stuff about us around town, all right? Around town. Trust me. Around town. Word around town, all right? That's really what it is. Word around town is that you think you're all that. And it's like, it's absolutely ridiculous, because instead of people being for you, or at least showing some genuine interest in you, they're showing genuine distaste for you. All right. But word around town is that you're going up anyway. All right. Word around town is that you're going up, you're going to the top regardless. And no one's going to stop you from going to the top, because going to the top is where you're supposed to be. All right. So word around town is that these people could talk about you all day and night. These clout chasers could try to inch into the elevator and try to scurry in and try to rush in and try to take some of your light, take some of your shine. But just like the hen who asked all the woodland creatures, and now Uber Eats is sending me a notification. I'm getting Wayfair notifications. I'm getting Uber Eats notifications. It's such a good night. But all just like the hen who asked for all these woodland creatures help, nobody wanted to help until they saw the end product. That's how it's going to be with you. That's how it's going to be with you. Yeah, confirmation. I'm going to get that sub, right? I'm going to get that sub. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right? Yep. I'm cooking. Man, you guys are all chefing it up. You guys are all showing these people a thing or two. You guys are all cooking up something new. I know it. A lot of you guys are doing some fresh stuff, fresh ideas, but put it into action now. This is the time to put it into action right now. You got a plan. You got some good stuff cooking right now in the background. You may be unsure. You may be uncertain. I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I have enough money for this. You know that you can do it, and you should do it right now. Do it in a few days. Do it in a few weeks, but make it happen. Make those plans. You're going to make it happen. You're going to make it work. And your word around town is going to be that you're popping right now. All right. You're popping right now. That's what's going to be going around town. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And everybody deserves to get lit up in this life, okay? Everybody live your life. Live your life to the fullest, and do not minimize yourself for anybody. Because I'm telling you, when you're really rising high to the highest star, when you're going to the top like that, and a lot of people see that you're very happy now, you're very prosperous now, a lot of people are not going to want to see you really happy or shining or laughing or having a little too much fun. A lot of people are going to try to minimize that or look at you be like, "Nah, you're doing too much." The fact of the matter is that you're doing just enough. You deserve all of this. You deserve the blessings, you deserve the praise, you deserve the rewards because you did the work. All right. You thought you were going to have all these people help. No, there was nobody there. Hardly anybody, hardly any support. But what did you do? You trekked forward. You decided that, listen, I don't got a lot of people around me right now, but that's okay. I'm going to keep doing the best that I can. And you're going to attract clout chasers, all right? You're going to attract clout chasers. Helping others is helping yourself. It's very therapeutic. It's never just about us, is it? It's about the betterment of the masses. But the masses don't necessarily want to be better, especially by your hands. Mm-hmm. Right? How dare she be happy? How dare he grind? How dare he move up? How dare he do that? How dare he go that high, right? Because they're low. And that's what they're not happy about, okay? Mm-hmm. They don't want it to be you. They don't care if Tom, Dick, or Harry is doing it. But when it's you and when they know you, it's a problem. It's an issue, right? Your glow up irritates them. Yup. Right? You're not going to make it. Bet. All right? Bet. You're not going to be able to graduate. You know what I mean? A lot of people told me I wasn't going to graduate from college. They gave that vibe. I wasn't going to graduate from college. You guys are not here. You guys are not a part of the odyssey. You guys are not a part of the climb. You guys are not a part of the journey. Don't tell me what I'm not going to do while you're comfortable in your couch, not going anywhere. I'm telling it's the same people that are not going anywhere that tell you you're not going to do that. You're not going to be able to accomplish that. All right? It's the same people. It's crabs in a bucket. Yeah, crabs in a barrel projecting. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. You're not going to make it. You're not going to do it. You're not going to accomplish that. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Where are you getting this energy from? This energy has been unleashed. This energy has been unleashed, and now there's no stopping you. You're like a freight train with the hydraulic system totally malfunctioning. All right? Like you're just going and you're not stopping, and nobody can stop you and nobody can destroy you. Okay? You're doing big things now. These haters, they're getting a clue. They're getting a clue, but they're still trying to stop it, okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you, April. Let's see what you said. You will win, and they won't be able to go with. Yup. Yup. They'll try to go with you. They'll try, though. They'll try. I mean, that's the premise of this live. They will try to weave their way in when you're finally winning. You're finally in your glory. You made it. You did it. You're doing big things. You're changing the face of things, okay? You're changing the face of things. You're changing the norms. And you're not adding abnormal qualities. It's just the fact that you're just changing the scope. You're bringing in new, fresh ideas that are got people's minds reeling. You understand? So, yes, April, you're right. You're right. They won't be able to go with because you're going to look at them and you're going to be like clicking the elevator button quickly. Like, I don't want these people in my elevator. I don't want these people around me. I don't want these people next to me or for them to know my business. I don't want them to know where I'm going. I don't want them to know how high because I know when they find out, they're going to try to they're going to be vexed. They're going to have a problem with me. They're going to try to fight me. They're going to try to make lies. People are going to tell the biggest lies at your biggest pinnacles, man. They're going to tell the biggest lies. They're going to make up the biggest, most fantastical fabrications when you're going to the top. Lies will come out. Rumors will come out. Deceit, your exes will come out. All right. They'll all come out because they realize they missed a good thing with you. They could have been seen with you. They could have been with you on the Odyssey, but they didn't want to be there because they did not see your value. You understand? They did not see your value. Trying to block your blessings, but why? A glass door elevator. Yeah, you could see 360. You could see everything around you. You could see and you could sense that maybe you shouldn't open the door to these people. Maybe you should not, let these people on this ride because these people will make the elevator slow down or go in the opposite direction, okay, which is down. All right. We're trying to go up. Who feels interrogated by people? I feel interrogated by people sometimes. Reality. Who do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? Where do you think? And it's all like, I'm going where I'm being led. What are you doing? Sitting on the couch hating me, sitting on the couch looking down on me, spreading lies about me, using me but pretending to be one of my people. You guys are not my people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you realize these people are not your people. And it sends chills down your spine because you put a lot of time in these people and these connections. And then you realize, wow, I got to start all over. You're going to feel like you got to start all over because these connections that you watered and you really nurtured are connections that are now like biting you. It's not working with you. It's working against you. These people are not your people. Nope, they're not. They're not your people. They threw the wrong seed away. Right. Yep. It's so amazing to be a part of this community and to see all of you here bringing in those vibes and bringing in these various insights that are uplifting all of us here tonight on the Mindset Elevator. It's really enlightening. It's very positive. It's very, it's almost like it's energizing. It's very energizing. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Why do they do that, Abraham? Why do they do that, right? Belittle and downplay your glory, your energy. They realized that they were the wayside, not you. They tried to put you to the wayside. You were kind of like, okay, like a boomerang, and you shot up. And you went up and you went forward and they're like, oh my gosh, and now they can't find you. Even the most high-tech telescope cannot see where you're going because you're going somewhere that a lot of people never knew existed, all right? Yup. They never knew existed, right? They never knew that it was there. They knew the heights was there. They knew the heights. They knew like heights, look at the sky, how infinite is that? How that's where you're going for though. Like you're going for the highest place. You're going for the highest star. You're going for the highest realm. And a lot of people do not realize that you're the type of person, who is like, you're teaching older heads some new things, you're teaching younger heads some things. Like you're teaching all types of people new ways to move through life. You're very unconventional the way you go about life. You don't care about the gimmicks, you don't care about the status quo, trailblazer for real. Exactly. You're doing things in a different way. That's the magical thing about you. Yeah. Right. Yeah. They didn't know. Right. They didn't know that you had that power. They didn't know you had that wisdom. They didn't know that you had that integrity. You had that strong backbone. The backbone may have been kind of concealed, kind of hidden for a while. But once you realize that, no, you got to show out, you got to show up, you got to protect yourself, you showed your backbone, you had a solid foundation, you were starting to build, you were starting to do the little things, you were building your foundation from the ground up. A lot of people are not willing to really be down there in the ground with you. They're not willing to like be there because to them it's like misery. It's kind of low. It's not bringing a lot. It's not doing a lot. It's not paying their bills. It's not bringing them attention. A lot of clout chasers, they will not be down there with you. They will not be down there with you. It's only when you're about to head to the penthouse. It's only when you're reaching the pinnacle. It's only when you're reaching those higher heights. A lot of people will see. Now they want to ride in your elevator, okay? Now they want to ride in your elevator. Now they want to be seen with you. They never wanted to be seen with you when you were at the bottom, but now when you're going to the top, these people want to take pictures. Now they want to dress up. Now they want to hug you. Now they want to kiss you. Now they want to ring you. Now they want to hang, right? But they didn't want to hang when they perceived you as being um when they perceived you as having very little value, okay? Very little value. Yeah, you put them to the side. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. So I think I'm going to wrap this live up in a few minutes. I've been here for quite a while. The main reason why I kept it longer today was because of the fact that I had some weird some weird glitch in the beginning of this live. Something did not want me to come on here and talk about clout chasers. All right. It kicked me out of my YouTube, kicked me out of my live, didn't want me to talk about what I wanted to talk about, but I came on, all right, and I love to talk and I love to expose and I love to do what I do. I love this community and I'm going to be committed to adding to this community. I appreciate all of you adding to this community and allowing for this elevator to really blossom here, to really grow and to really prosper. I want to see all of us in the penthouse. That's just living our dream, whatever our dream looks like, whatever we want that to be. We want to live the biggest dream, the highest dream, the best type of life, no sadness, no pain, only good things happening for all of us. Only good things, okay? Only good things, you know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And understand that the closest people to you will hate and they will lie. All right. Your family, if they hate you enough, they will lie and they will try to clout chase when you're going to the penthouse. All right. Your best friends, they will clout chase. Your co-workers, they will clout chase. The other day I was at a grocery store. Okay. I saw this person that I used to work with back in 2020 at this department store. I'm not going to say the department store's name because I like it. I don't want to bash them. It's just the fact that the environment was really weird to me. But I saw this worker in the grocery store because the grocery store is very close to this department store. And I just looked at her for a brief second and I kind of just, because people were very snaky there. All right. People were very snaky at that last workplace that I had where I was working for somebody else. No, can't go back to that. Can't go back to that. And it's that brief look. You ever see somebody that you haven't seen for a long time and they were kind of involved with your misery in a certain location or in a certain situation, and you kind of look at them and they look at you and they know it's you and you know it's them, but you're kind of just looking at them, and then you move forward because you're not in that energy anymore. You're not in that vibe. You don't care about these people like that. You don't really look at them that way. You don't really know what they're on, and they don't know what you're on, and you move forward in life. It's kind of crazy. Like, you'll see people, you'll work with people. This is all adding to your life story. We don't realize it, but this is all our life story. Our life is playing out in front of us. A lot of situations, a lot of people that we meet, workplaces we work at, people that we meet, family members that we don't get along with, that we do get along with. All of these things are like the makeup of our lives. And a lot of these things we got to take, but then what do you do with it? What do you do with this energy? What do you do with these people or with these situations? You got to do what's best. You got to do what's best. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you're there to teach them a lesson. You're there to make the different change. You're there to implement certain things that will make this place better. You may be gone, long gone, before this place implements those changes, the changes that you wanted to see or that you hope to see. You'll drive by and you'll see, oh, they finally did that. I was telling them about that. Oh, they finally did that. They finally improved that. They finally changed that. I'm telling you, you leave a lot of impacts. You leave impacts everywhere that you go. Everywhere that you go. Mm-hmm. You planted the seed. You lost nothing. Right. Right. Change the atmosphere, change the energy, right? You change the whole vibe. People say you're different, right? You ever have a customer, if you work in a retail store or some kind of shop where it's like sales, you ever have somebody come up to you and say you're different? I have. You ever have the people come up to you and be like, oh, they're all these workers are kind of mean, but you're really nice. You're really kind. You're different. I like you. Who are you? Are you the manager? You should be a manager. You should be a supervisor. You should be having, you're very kind, because you went above and beyond. So they remember you, and trust and believe the people around you that work around you, they hate. They hate because you bring the energy and they're very miserable with their customers, but you bring a new zest, a new life. And now when you leave, because they either shortchanged you, they played with you, they lied, it was too toxic, you left that environment, and now they're calling, they're looking at 10,000 resumes. Nobody comes close to you. Nobody comes close. They can't find a replication. There is no replica. There is no viable replacement, because when you were on the scene, people took advantage of you when you were there, when you were doing the best you can, and everybody dissected your best. Everybody tried to make it seem like you were not doing nothing special. You decided, hey, I could be better than this. I don't need you guys. You left, you grew up, you blew up, and these people are still in a rut. They can't find nobody like you, and that's how it goes. And that's how it's going to continue to go. They don't like that you're on it. They don't like that you have big dreams. The manager is scared you could take their position. A lot of times that's what it is. The manager will have a problem with you because they feel like, wow, you're a lot more articulate than them. You're a lot more smart, more well organized than them. You may be able to take their job. That's why they'll can you. That's why they will go against you. When people bring reports against you, this is why these managers will go on their side, because these managers, the employers, the whole establishment is scared. They've never seen anybody like you. You're a trailblazer. You're doing big things in a different way. And a lot of people cannot handle that. They can't handle that, all right? They can't. They can't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Plan A, plan B, plan C. Right. Yup. Yup. So guys, I'm probably gonna end the live here because I've been I've been here for quite a while. Quite a while. And I'm just trying to bring you guys the best sort of content that I can. Please bear with me as I figure out some things, figure out some audio things and visual things, and trying out some new editing software and all these certain learning curves that I'm trying to deal with. All right. And keep learning. Learning never ends. Learning never ends. We're hearing about 90-year-olds getting their, PhDs. You understand? You can do it. You can make it happen. You can make it big. All right. You're going to be the next best thing, if not already. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. For all of those who have kindly contributed to my channel, it is thoroughly appreciated. You guys are blessings. For the viewers that come on here, for the subscribers, I really, truly appreciate you guys being on here. I love it. It's a good vibe. It's a good time. All right. Yep. All of you, Anthony Stewart, Rolane. We've got Reality. We've got God's Gift Ministry. All right. We got Josh. We got LJ. All right. We got April. Yep. 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 All of you here, I know there's many names to name, but I thank all of you guys. You guys are heavily blessed. All right. You guys are heavily covered. You guys are very amazing in your own individual ways, and nobody's going to stop you. And understand that clout chasers will come knocking at your door. And it's your call when you look through that peephole, you look through that window, if you really want to let these people back in. All right. Always stay blessed. Thank you, Abraham. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are trailblazers. Continue to be a trailblazer, even if it goes against what everybody else around you is doing, okay? Because you're the one who's going to make moves and you're going to make waves. And even if you're alone doing it, I'm telling you, you're on one. You're on one. You know exactly what you're doing. You're on one. Yep. Yep. So blessings to all of you guys. You guys are great. I've been here for 2 hours and 11 minutes. That's quite a while. Yep. But reality, you are the miracle. That's the thing. You are the miracle. You are the blessing. And all of you are blessings. And all of you are going to go to the top. Because you guys are not letting the adversity, the lies, all right, the deceit get into the way of trying to get to where you want to be. You guys are not letting it happen. You guys are not letting that come into fruition here. You guys are doing the best that you can. All right. You guys are all miracles in your own way. You guys are almost like an anomaly. All right. An anomaly. You guys are not like the rest. You guys are like the odd ones out, but in the best way possible. All right. Keep doing you. Keep pushing forward. You guys are going to make it. You guys are going to make it. You guys are going to make it happen. Any exciting ideas you got, put it into action right now. I'm telling you, this is the time to do it. I'm telling you, don't wait. What are you waiting for? All right. Don't seek admiration from your haters. I'm telling you, they don't see where you're going. They didn't know that place existed. So we can't expect for them to support that sort of venture, okay? They can't support that. All right, you guys are blessed. Granny said, I give the good Lord credit for my life. She lived to 99 years healthy. Blessings, reality. Blessings. Yep, genuine, yep. You guys are here, you guys are moving up, and you guys are doing big things. So keep doing what you do, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here on the Mindset Elevator. I hope you guys liked my live tonight. I'm shouting hip, hip, hooray from Canada, from wherever you guys are at. Keep going up, keep going to the top. All right, guys, I'm going to end the live now. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. All right, take care. From Morocco, very nice. Yep. You guys are powerful. Keep being in your power. You're going to shock them. You're going to shock them. Have a great night. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on Monday. All right. Take care. All right. Thank you. I really appreciate you like the live. Thank you. All right, guys. Take care. Bye. See ya.